Hello, Simon Gawesworth from RIO Products here at 2017 IFTD in Orlando. About to show you a couple of products on our new 2018 release. And the flagship product for us really this year is what's called the DirectCore Flats Pro Fly line. It's a tropical line designed for saltwater fly fisher. That's what it looks like in the box, very pretty. The box is pretty, the fly line's pretty good. And what's really cool about it is the core, the technology that makes this fly line is what it's all about. So if you know the RIO tropical fly lines, it's kind of similar to our permit taper, our tarpon taper. So a pretty easy casting taper. It's got a handling section in the back that lengthens out the head. So if you make a cast, say a 50-foot cast, you don't have to strip the head all the way back in again to pick it up and recast. You can just pick up and straight away make a retargeting cast. So that's a really cool part of the line, the handling section. I'll come back to the core in a second. I'll just show you these whilst I've got them here. The floating comes in two color options. One is this aquamarine color here, so a high vis color. I like the high vis color because I like to see my line when I'm casting to kind of gauge the accuracy and distance. Some guys don't like it. Sometimes you get spooky fish, sometimes you get light conditions are not very good. And so in those conditions, then you have these kind of more of a camo version. So a little less bright, a little less spooky. So you can get either color option in the Flats Pro from a 6 weight up to a 12 weight. And probably the better fish catching line is actually called the Stealth Tip. And the Stealth Tip has a 6-foot clear intermediate tip. And what that does, it basically lengthens your leader by 6 feet. So you can fish a shorter leader, that's awesome. Wind, big flies, tough conditions, anything like that, shorter leaders are always gonna be easier to cast. So you can fish a shorter leader because you've got 6 foot of clear, it's not gonna spook the fish. And it's short enough that even though it's an intermediate tip, you can still pick the line up like it's a floater because you've just got this short 6-foot length of an intermediate. So those are the three options of the line. And to go back to the reason it was called the DirectCore Flats Pro is the line is on a low stretch mono core. It has to be on a mono because it's a tropical line. You want a line that's stiff like this, so it holds the line, it casts well, it retains its shape in the heat. Hot conditions is a killer for cold water lines. But what's cool about it is the low stretch facility of it. It means when you strip set a hook or when you're fighting a fish, you've got this low stretch line, you can control a fish much more with a low stretch. You can hook set way better with a low stretch. And the best thing about it, what everyone who's used it, all our product testers, is how straight this line lies. This line, you can give it about a 2-pound pull and you will stretch this line out like this and it will lock up and it'll stay set and you have a dead straight line in the water, it doesn't retract. So the whole story of the line is really this direct core that's inside the line. But as I said, with a taper on there, with the 3 colors, we have what's called the SureFire. So the green on this line is the front end, the coral color is the middle section, and the sand color is the running line. And basically what it means is that that's where the lines are gonna load the best. The blue, greeny stuff, that's your loading zone. Once you get your pink stuff up there, you're gonna be fine on that. But once you get the white line out, you're gonna have too much line and overload it. So pretty cool line, lots of features to it. We print on the front loop the size and the line cut ID so you can look at the loop and know what size it is. That's pretty cool. So look out for that. That's the DirectCore Flats Pro line from RIO, available for 2018 from this summer onwards. And you can get that from tridentflyfishing.com.